Hi there, this is Miss Jennifer, your art teacher here at ForKids, and we are ready to do our first mantra card. So we will go ahead and get started right away. What you're going to need today is you're going to need your pencil, eraser, a black pen, and some colored pencils. You'll also need your mantra cards from the back of your book. I believe we already talked about cutting these out. But all you have to do is look here on the lines, and we're just going to go ahead and cut out our first one. And you see it says, I am a valued member of BTB. And that is the mantra for the month. A mantra is something that you say over and over that's positive and will help you feel good and empowered. So notice that I'm leaving the little line in here, and that's because that's our border. When we're doing graphic design, which graphic design is the design where you use your words and letters and communicate something. So here we go. We've got this ready. Now this right here, I can go ahead and put in the back of my book and save it for the next lesson. Right back here. And now we'll begin. So, first off, it says we will create the mantra card, and you want to begin by working in your sketchbook to think of some things that you like about BTB. So, or would like about your program out there in Suffolk that you're working remotely. So, here's me. I like teaching art. So, I have my little, and this is how you sketch quickly. And you don't have to try to make it perfect. The biggest thing I see is kids trying to make this sketch perfect. And really what I want to do is figure out how to place everything I want in this little teeny space. So here's me, and then I drew some faces back here to show the kids I like to teach. And that's basically what I'm going to do for my design again. And you can take a minute to think about what it is that you would like to draw. Maybe you have a best friend, maybe you like doing the mindfulness, whatever it is that you like about BTB or working with your teacher in Suffolk, then you want to go ahead and create a little drawing that shows that. All right, let's go ahead and move forward. Now that we have our quick sketch, we're going to do the same process as we did before. We're going to sketch, and then we're going to ink. So just remember, we don't have to be perfect at this point. So I'm going to, you see, I don't have that much room. So it's got to be a little bit small. And I'm going to do myself with the paintbrush again. And I'm going to draw some kids back here. And they're happy kids. Hopefully. And then here we go. I'm going to wear pants this time instead of a dress. And then maybe this is a blackboard back here. I'll do a little bit different this time. Okay. And there we go. There's my sketch. Now that we have our sketch, now you can take your time with your sketch, put it on pause, take as long as you need. Then I'm going to come and I'm going to ink. So when I go to ink, I'm going to add some things I left out. I'm going to add my glasses. And remember, I don't have much room here, so I'm just going to make it very small. But I do want to make it look like me, because this is me teaching with 4 kids. And I'm real happy. And there's my glasses. Okay, I hope everybody can understand what I mean about doing the inking now. We're just going to leave behind the lines we don't like and put in the lines we do. Now I got a little attitude here. A lot of times pose is very important. People don't really think about it, but the way we pose or the way our body language is important. So it's me being art teachery. And then I can go ahead and do the pants down here. And you can see it's very simple And it doesn't take very long at all. Here's the blackboard. Now, I got those faces back there. Maybe I'm going to leave the faces off because I can't have the faces floating up there if I have the blackboard. So even at this point, I can change my mind on what I'm doing because there's me. So who can tell me what I'm going to do next? Yep, that's right. I'm going to take my eraser. Now, this is a special kind of eraser called a kneaded eraser. But all you really need to have is a large eraser. You can even use the one that's on your pencil if you want. But you try not to wrinkle up your page. And be gentle. But just go ahead and get everything off of there. See, now those faces are gone. And I can, I see I missed a few spots. So I'll go back in. Fill those in real quick. Whew, okay. Now I am ready to color. So you want to keep a limited palette, meaning you don't want to have too many colors. So I'm going to do yellow, and I'm going to do blue, if I can find one. Oops, that's black. Now, here's something that you need to know. Black, brown, those are all neutrals. They're not actually colors. The colors are Roy G. Biv. And I don't see any blue. So I guess I'll use green, yellow, and orange. And now I'm ready to begin. Now, because these days we have usually a whiteboard and not, let me go in closer here for you. Not a blackboard. I'm going to leave that board white. My hair is kind of whitish yellow. I'll go ahead and color that in. Now, because we only have such a small area to color, we want to color it in carefully. So I colored it in all the way. And maybe I want to give a little flecks of brown in here. Just for, you know, so your hair may be black and brown, whatever. You can do it however you feel is best. Now I am going to give myself green pants. I know, crazy, huh? Now watch what I'm doing here. I'm going to draw dark outline and then lighter on the inside. But I'm also going to get rid of all the white. But this outlining here is going to make it look a little more 3D. And that's a complicated reason for that. But basically, when light hits an object, the farthest point out is what is lightest. And as it curves around the side of the body, it gets a little bit darker. So there's that. And now maybe I'm going to put this green too. Whatever color you use, you want to repeat it somewhere else. So this is how you create visual unity, or in other words, make everything in your drawing go together. If you just put green in the pants and nowhere else, it won't look nearly as good if you repeat it. Now I'm just coloring this in all the way dark. You could do the same technique where you just do the dark on the outside and lighter on the inside. I'm going to be doing a magic card at some point, and I will be teaching you more about this technique. All right, what do you think so far? Pretty good? Now watch what I'm going to do here. I'm going to add the green on the outside of this card so that I can have this border to tie it all together. Now notice on this one I did differently. I drew it on the inside of the black part. So you could do it however you want, or you don't have to color it at all. But this is another way of bringing that color. So this is the third time I'm using it, and this time I'm going to go dark by the line and let it get lighter. Pretty cool, huh? Starts looking pretty neat. So it's going to look like it's popping forward, like it's on top of something else, like a shadow. So run this dark right along here. Now you do want to take your time. I'm going a little bit fast because I don't want you guys to get bored while I'm doing this, and but I want you to take your time. Notice that I keep my pencil, my strokes going in the same direction so that it looks well drawn and helps enhance the form. All right, so I think we already agreed this is going to be white. So I got to color my shirt. So what did I say? Orange? Oh gosh, I'm going to look like a crazy person. I'm going to have an orange shirt. And I'm going to do the same technique with the outline here. And what else do you think I'm going to draw orange? You're right. I'm going to do the shoes. Looks like I gave sleeves and twice, but that's okay. Okay. So now we have our little figures starting to look pretty good. Now, one thing most people forget is the skin color. We do want to color in our skin color. Now, if you have a darker skin or brown skin or tan skin, any way you look at it, you can always use the brown, and I'm going to show you how. So if I was real dark skinned, which I'm not, I could color it dark, but I'm just going to color it very light so that I have, you know, even though my skin is light, I still have a color to my skin. And there we go. See? And now, to match this black down here, I'm going to put this to be black. Uh-oh, broke. Now, one thing you got to be careful with your color pencils because they do break easily. Now, I think this needs something else. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write art here. And maybe a splash. And I think it needs one more thing, so I'm going to outline this with my black. Now you can go back and forth with your different media to create what it is that you want. But I just wanted to have some black up here because there's no black really anywhere else except for on the edges. So I thought it might look good. So you see how easy it is to start creating a nice repetition and fill in your card. One more thing, I want to have a difference between here and there, so I'm going to bring some more of this yellow in and just bring it down a little bit to the bottom here. And there you have it. Once you get finished with your card and you're happy with it, now I didn't color in all of this here, but you can go back and color it if you want. But it's okay because it's just the floor. And I kind of like it, that effect right here. So the last thing you're going to do is you're going to grab your card backs. Now, everybody should have some card backs, which look like this. Let me go up again. And I'm going to, now one way to do it that's super easy is put this over top. If you don't have the little lines drawn on yours, this might be the best way to do it. And you can just draw around your card because this is going to go on the back. There we go. Now, I forgot to say, I don't remember if I told you to have a glue stick, but you are going to need a glue stick. That's the easiest type of glue to use. But if you have a different kind, that's okay. Just don't use too much. And if it gets very wet, you're going to have to flatten it out to let it dry. Okay, now I have my card. Now, you notice what it says. Title. So, I'm going to call it... I am The artist is me, Jennifer, Miss Jennifer. The info is what you made it out of. So I made it out of colored pencils. Then the number is, so I'm going to do, this is my first of 9 mantra cards, so I'm going to do 1 of 9. And I'm going to put the date, which for me today is 10/20. As soon as I'm finished with that, you know what I'm going to do next, right? This is super easy, super fun, and we're going to have our first artist trading card here in just a minute. When you put glue on your backs here, you want to make sure you get it all the way, mostly around the edge. That's the most important part. Most kids put it in the middle, and they forget about the edge. The edge is where you really need it to stick. So use more glue than less. And then you're just going to line that up perfectly. And boom. Now, you don't have to worry if for some reason it doesn't line up perfectly, because you can trim it. So right there, oh, that was glue. Okay, mine came out pretty good. So there you go. There's your first artist trading card. And when you have your book, you can open it up and you see your different pages. And this page right here is the mantra page. See right there? And you will take your mantra card and slide it in. And there you have it. Next time, we're going to come and we're going to do a mindfulness card. So, stay tuned, and I hope to see you soon. Good luck with your cards. Bye.